Pass rolling to his right. They throw it. The in route to Tanner Steck. Makes the catch. Steck dives for the pylon. Touchdown!
Up by the Nuggets and an attack. That'll go for a kill from Anasteer.
Lamar looks for a block, makes a man miss at the 5. End zone touchdown. Swirls. Sets up middle. Jensen for the exclamation point kill.
30, the 20, the 15, the 10, and an 85-yard touchdown run for Landon Olsen.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and the 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sanchez. Another wide receiver. He wears number
Okay, that works better. Again, we apologize for the technical problems that we've had here. We don't have video. We do have audio now. Northern Cass on offense. Julian Lichtenberg is the quarterback. Matthew Hoppy, the running back. 3 wide receivers. Keelan Monson, Matthew Metzger, and Antonio Sanchez. Cash Chisholm is the tight end. Brody Gesson starts at center. At the guards, Caden Williams and Sam Nelson. The tackles, Gage Nygaard and Cam Hodgson. Tyler Euclid, the coach of Northern Cass, the Jaguars 0-5 on the year. And Mayport CG on defense with a 3-5 set. The 3 down linemen, John Muse, Marshall Kloster, and Bodie Peterson. The outside linebackers will be Matthew Rexine and Keaton Sosted. 3 middle linebackers, Corbin Schreiner, Cutler Peterson, and Brooks Braun. 3 in the secondary. Braden Karen will be at one corner, along with Cole Kritzberger, a senior, making his first start of this season for Mayport CG. And the free safety is Gunnar Beck with 2 interceptions on the year.
The famous Don Hollister, Tristan Johnson, and Corey Johnson. Northern Cass is proud of our partnership with this
It
and our very own athletic trainer.
appears that Mayport CG will be kicking off. Again, we had a good shower here right around 5:30, 5:35, and it poured pretty hard. But the rain seems to have stopped. It is going to be a wet field, certainly. Keeping a dry football is going to be a tricky bit of business as well. Right now we've got 73 degrees with, check that, 69 degrees with cloudy skies, and there is a chance of some more rain coming up later this evening. Wind is out of the east at 8 miles an hour. Northern Cass in their home black uniforms, black shirts, black pants, black helmets, gold numbers. Mayport CG white shirts, red numbers, red and blue trim, blue pants, red helmets with the Patriot logo, most likely normally seen on the New England Patriots of the NFL. And the kick is fielded at the 4-yard line down the far side and brought down at about the 15. Chris Hoyland with the kickoff return. For Northern Cass, they will take it over at the 17. Jaguars, 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snap is low. Lichtenberg picks it up, throws to the far side, and he's got an open receiver. Incomplete. And very open down the far sideline was Antonio Sanchez. 2nd and 10 for Northern Cass, just underway. Again, technical problems with our video. We hope to get that restored. On 2nd down, inside handoff. Matthew Hoppy slipped and fell after a short gain. Brooks Braun with the tackle for Mayport CG. Hoppy just simply, well, they're going to call that no gain on the play, makes it 3rd and 10 at the 17. Hoppy just slipped on the wet turf, and I'm guessing he's not going to be the only one who does that. Lichtenberg out of the pistol on 3rd and 10. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hoppy at his left hip. Fakes a give to Hoppy. The ball is loose. Picked up by the Patriots and rumbling down the far side and stopped near the goal line. was Marshall Kloster, a senior. So Kloster with the recovery, and Mayport CG in business at the Northern Cass 2-yard line. That's takeaway number 11 for Mayport CG this season, and this is game number 5 for them, remember. They had one bye week in week 2. Ryder Fugelberg out of the pistol with a back on either side. 2 receivers to the left. And a handoff for Matthew Rexine. Bullen straight ahead, and he will score a touchdown. Matthew Rexine. So a one-play drive after the fumble recovery, and it's Mayport CG up 6-0 with an extra point to come. One play, 2 yards, taking 6 seconds on that scoring drive. Rexine is lined up as the holder. And the kick is up and good by Walker McGillis. So on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Living Our Heritage, Living Our Future, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. 7-0 Mayport CG, the kickoff after this.
Kansas School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Kansas will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Kansas is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northernkansasschool.org. That's northernkansasschool.org.
You talk about working on a short field. Mayport CG certainly did that. A 2-yard scoring drive in one play after the Kloster fumble recovery. Rexine with a touchdown, and Walker McGillis, a senior, 6'3", 195, will kick it off from left to right. Fielded on the run at the 9-yard line, cutting to the far side. To the 25, still on his feet. Getting across the 30-yard line. Kickoff return by Caleb Enger, a senior, 6'2", 170. And so Northern Cass with some better field position. They'll start from their own 34-yard line. 10:48 to go, first quarter, 7-0 in favor of Mayport CG. Final home game of the season for Northern Cass. They'll finish up with 3 on the road. 2 receivers wide left, wing on the left side. Lichtenberg out of the pistol, gives it for Hoppy, trying to dance around the left side. Goes straight ahead. He'll get to the 38-yard line, but a penalty flag comes flying. This was thrown from the defensive backfield.
Matthew Hoppy in the chair, a little left side, again, penalty play, or correction, 6 on the play, penalty play.
Let's see what the penalty is. It is holding on Northern Cass. So that'll make it first down and longer for the Jaguars.
10 yards, it'll be first down and 20 for Northern Cass at their own 25-yard line.
They'll spot it at the 25-yard line, making it first and 19. 2 receivers left, wings to both sides. Lichtenberg out of the pistol. Now official timeout called, just to confer with something. And we're good to go. Lichtenberg from the pistol. And movement along the line. So we'll see which illegal procedure the call on Northern Cass. Moves it to the 20-yard line, sets up now first down 24. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, away on the left side. Lichtenberg, play action, will carry it himself around the right side. Broke a tackle as he got around the corner. Got across the 25 to maybe the 27-yard line. They'll give it a gain of 6 to the 26-yard line, 2nd and 18 for Northern Cass. Ball on the far hash as Northern Cass go from right to left in the home black with gold. Patriots bluffing blitz. Snap was a little bit high, handed off to Hoppy, who is gang tackled right away. Bodie Peterson was there, as well as Marshall Kloster. Loss of 5 in the play back to the... No, didn't lose that much. Ball's on the 24 for a loss of 2. So it's 3rd and 20. And a handoff, Hoppy over the right side to the 35-yard line and stopped short of the 40. So Hoppy gained to the 40-yard line, a gain of 16 and what was a short pass from Lichtenberg. Brayton Karen with the tackle. Jaguars going to go for it here. 4th and 5, 8:44 to go in the opening quarter. But now it'll be the Jaguars taking a timeout. 8:41 to go in the opening quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Mayport CG 7 and Northern Cass nothing. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities we serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. That's the letter I, banknorth.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. 7-0 Mayport CG over Northern Cass. 8:41 to go in the opening quarter. Joe Lancello with you. The Jaguars now in punt formation with Matthew Hoppy. Snap is high. Gets it down, gets the kick away. And sailing toward the far sideline and gets a Jaguar bounce. Oh, that is going to be down at near the 10-yard line. Very good punt for Matthew Hoppy in Northern Cass. And Mayport CG is going to start at their own 5-yard line. 8:31 to go in the opening quarter. 55-yard punt by Hoppy with no return. From the pistol, Fugelberg hands it off. Carrying over the right side is Matthew Rexine, who's got the only touchdown of this game. Reed Volden, the linebacker, on the tackle for Northern Cass. After a pickup of 4 to the 9-yard line, 2nd down, 6 for Mayport CG. Patriots up 7-0, 8:08 to go first quarter. Keaton Sawstead lines up wide to the right side with the ball on the far hash. Patriots going from left to right. One receiver wide left. And a give over the right side. But Reed Volden at 5'5" and 140, the linebacker, met him right away. And they'll mark that as a 1-yard gain to the 10, making it 3rd and 5 for Mayport CG. Patriots with an early lead as Marshall Klosser recovered a fumble and Matthew Rexine ran it in from 2 yards out. 2 receivers to the left. Fugelberg from the pistol, has time, throws through the hands of one of the Patriots, and it's intercepted by Matthew Metzger and run close to the goal line. And there seems to be a fumble at the end of it. Jaguars, a few of them signaling touchdown, but their opinion doesn't count. It's the guys in the stripes. So is it a touchdown or is it a dueling turnovers?
Can you advance the ball from outside into the end zone?
It is a touchdown. Matthew Metzger with his first interception of the season.
So is that not a pick six then?
Metzger with the interception, wasn't able to see who recovered it.
I don't know. I think he recovered it.
And it may be that it was a fumble recovered by one of the Jaguars. But it's a 7-6 game with 6:59 to go in the first.
There's going to be a lot of fumbles today, I feel like.
Reed Volden on for the extra point. He's 4 of 7 on the year. Snap is a little bit low. Kick is up and away. And good. And with 6:59 to go in the first quarter, on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Game tied at 7. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Kickoff fielded at the 21-yard line and returned by Keaton Sosted, a junior. Fielded in front of at about the 20-yard line and returned to the Mayport CG 47. So the Patriots will take over with 6:52 to go in the first of a 7-7 game. Both touchdowns made possible by the defenses. Receivers wide to both sides. Sosted coming in motion to the far side. From an I formation, Rexine with a handoff behind left guard. He'll get across midfield, and that's about all. Parker Zeski with the tackle for Northern Cass. Rexine with a gain of 4 into Northern Cass territory at the Jaguar 49. Ball just inside the near hash. Mayport CG with 3 receivers to the left. Fugelberg out of a pistol. Snap a little high, gets it down, throws in the flat on the far side. Pass is caught. And the receiver knocked out of bounds of the far sideline just across the 45-yard line. And that was Noah DeBono making the catch, the 6'4", 200-pound freshman. DeBono, it is. Gain of 7 to the 42-yard line, first down, and that's the first down of the game that's not a touchdown. Inside handoff to the first back, going straight ahead and still on his feet, down about the 25-yard line, inside the 25.
It's an 18-yard gain for the Patriots.
18-yard run. I wasn't able to pick up the ball carrier's number. The ball's at the 24-yard line. Back-to-back first downs for the Patriots. Oh, that was Bryce Mock on the carry. We get some identification to give to the tailback over the right side across to the 24-yard line. And I believe that was Rick Seen on the carry again. No, I take that back. Gunnar Beck, the ball carrier. Second and 6 from the 20-yard line. And a scramble there on the handoff. It was Bryce Mock on the carry again, trying to go between center and left guard, and he got knocked back. Loss of 2 to the 22-yard line. 4:25 to go first quarter, game tied at 7. Mayport CG on the march. 2 receivers left. Fugelberg out of the pistol with a back on either side of him. Play fake, toss over the middle. It is caught by DeBono, and he is brought down to the 10-yard line, and he took a couple of tacklers with him before he went down. Gain of a dozen for a first down, the third of this drive for the Mayport CG Patriots. First and goal at the 10. 4 minutes ago in the opening quarter.
He's a freshman. He's a good basketball player, too.
Receiver wide left, make that 2 to the left side. From the pistol, Beck comes in motion to the near side. And the handoff going to Mock, and he is stood up right away. It'll be second and goal. Brody Geston with the tackle. Second and goal, but a loss of a couple of yards. Ball the 12-yard line, a loss of 2. Second and goal still. 3:13 to go first quarter, 7-7 game. Patriots in the Northern Cass red zone. 3 receivers right. 1 back to the left of Fugelberg, who's back to throw. Throws a bullet. It's broken up and almost falls incomplete. Antonio Sanchez almost with the interception, a yard into the end zone. So third and goal from the 12 with 2:55 to go in the opening quarter. Mayport CG's only victory of the season was at Rugby in week number 3, 30-20. Last week they lost to Central Cass 34-6. Other losses to Hillsborough Central Valley and Ellendale Edgeley Calm. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Fugelberg to throw, has time, throws, incomplete, looking for DeBono, just out of his reach. And with the arms that fella has at 6'4", that seems a little bit that it would be out of his reach, but he would have had to reach back to try to get that ball. Fourth and goal from the 12. And Mayport CG will go for it here with 2:52 to go in the first. Looking to break a 7-7 tie. Sosted and Beck wide left. Fugelberg from the pistol. Again with time, airs it out to the far side, and there's an open man, and no, it's incomplete. There is a penalty flag on the play. Thrown right around the line of scrimmage. So let's see what this is. Holding on Mayport CG, that's declined. So Northern Cass will get the ball back on downs with 2:45 to go in the first. And the game still deadlocked at 7. Again, we apologize for the video problems that we're having. We hope to get that restored before the evening is over. Lichtenberg out of the pistol with Hoppy just behind him. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Give for Hoppy around the right side, breaking through and getting a first down the far sideline, knocked out of bounds just short of the 30-yard line. I'll mark that at the 26, a gain of 14 for Hoppy, who came into the day as the Jaguars' leading rusher with 505 yards on 70 carries and 3 touchdowns. 3 receivers left with the ball in the far hash. Lichtenberg gives for Hoppy around left end, cutting inside 35, and getting to a stop at about the 42-yard line. Tackle made by cornerback Braden Karen. So Hoppy rushing for back-to-back first downs. A gain of 16 to the 42-yard line of the Jaguars. Under 2.5 to go first quarter. Game tied at 7. Jaguars looking to the near sideline to Coach Tyler Ukestead for the play call. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Hoppy at the left hip of Lichtenberg, who's in the pistol. Quick out in the near side. Pass intended for Andrew Skank, but he wound up catching it on a short hop, incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Northern Cass with 2:04 to go in the opening quarter. Caleb Engler, a senior, and Reed Volden coming into the game for the Jaguars. Volden will be the setback behind Lichtenberg, who's out of the pistol. Play fake, Lichtenberg rolling to the right, under pressure, passes thrown, caught on the far side. Into Mayport CG territory down the far sideline, finally wrestled out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. And it's Caleb Enger with the catch, a senior. So 3 first downs and 4 plays for Northern Cass on this drive. And the ball now at the 36 of Mayport CG after a 22-yard pass play to Enger. Three receivers to the left, but bunched tightly to the left. Now one of them splits out wide. Here's a handoff around the left end. It's Hoppy again, made one man miss. He's run out of bounds near the 15-yard line. Another first down for the Jaguars as he was brought down by linebacker Corbin Schreiner. They'll spot the ball at the 16 after a gain of 20. 5 plays on this drive, 4 of them have been double-digit gains. The other one was an incomplete pass. Minute 47 to go first quarter. Play clock at 6. 3 receivers to the right. Give to Hoppy. Cuts to the left side and is wrestled out of bounds at the 14, maybe the 13. Tackled by Cole Kritzberger, a senior defensive back, playing his first game of the season. He's missed some time with injuries. They mark that as just a 1-yard gain to the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 9 for Northern Cass with a minute 42 to go in the first. Chris Hoyland is wide left. Ball on the left hash as the Jaguars go from right to left. 2 receivers to the right. Lichtenberg out of the pistol. Gives for Hoppy, who is hit right away. Perhaps a 1-yard gain. And brought down by inside linebacker Cutler Peterson, 5'10", 185-pound junior. Minute 20 to go in the quarter. No gain on that play. 3rd down and 9 for Northern Cass. Three receivers to the right, bunched up, and they're close to the tackle. One receiver to the left. That's Andrew Skank. Lichtenberg back to throw, rolling to his right, now going to run with the ball. And he will be hit across or near the 10-yard line. 4th and 4 now for Northern Cass with the ball on the 15-yard line and under a minute to go in the quarter. And Northern Cass may be trying a field goal here. Andrew Skink is the holder for Reed Volden. This will be a 29-yard field goal try. Kick is up and away and no good. So it will be Mayport CG football with 7.6 seconds to go in the quarter. And the game still tied at 7. Patriots will start their own 20. Patriots break their huddle in traveling white with red numbers, blue pants, and red helmets. Fugelberg under center out of an I formation, gives it to the tailback. Squirts his way for 4, maybe 5 yards. And it was Rexine on the carry for a short gain, and we'll go to quarter number 2. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. 7-7 after one quarter, the second quarter after this on yourliveevent.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
From Northern Cass, Joe Lancello with you. Second quarter about to get underway. We're tied at 7 between Mayport CG and Northern Cass. It's the Mayport CG Patriots with the ball. 2nd and 7 at their own 23-yard line. Patriots will go from right to left in this second quarter. And again, we're still trying to get our video situation squared away here so you can see this game. Receivers wide to both sides. Wing on the left side, Fugelberg under center. Fugelberg gives to Rexine trying to get around the right side, and he's spun around. A short gain, if any, by Rexine. Reed Volden on the tackle for Northern Cass. No gain on the play, make it 3rd and 7 for for Mayport CG, rather. Three receivers to the left. Fugelberg out of the pistol. Rexine at his right hip. Fugelberg to throw. Under pressure, throws it out in the near side into a crowd, and it's incomplete. Gunnar Beck was the intended receiver. Covered by Antonio Sanchez for Northern Cass. That's going to make it 4th and 7 for Mayport CG. And because of the injuries they've had, the Patriots have used a variety of punters.
Did you get the thing from Gage? Okay. Okay.
And it's Walker McGillis back to punt it. Patriots, or the Jaguars have receiver back of the 40. McGillis gets the kick away. Bobble of the 44-yard line. The ball is still loose. Recovered at about the 50. And it is still Northern Cass football. 37 yards on the punt. Jaguars recover it right on the 50-yard line with 11:01 to go in the half. Jaguars 2 timeouts remaining. Patriots with all 3 of theirs. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left as the Jaguars go from left to right. Lichtenberg back to throw. Airs it out on the near side, and it is caught by Matthew Metzger as he's tripped up near the 30-yard line. Karen with the tackle, and that's a first down for the Patriots. By gum, we have video. Gain of 22 on that play. 1st and 10 from the 28, a gift for Hoppy. Spinning around the right side and run out of bounds. Gunnar Beck pushed him out of bounds. And many thanks to Brandon Michelson, if I'm saying that right. Mickelson, okay. For saving our bacon and giving us video. Gain of 7 to the 21-yard line. 2nd and short. Lichtenberg play fake, rolling left, pump fakes, and he will be sacked. And he tried to get the ball away. The question is it going to be a fumble or is it going to be intentional grounding? Lichtenberg has done that a couple of times this season, tried to throw the ball away when he's definitely in trouble, and it's been ruled intentional grounding. John Muse with the fumble recovery, if it is a fumble, to be recovered. As the officials are talking things over, I do not see a flag on the field. As the officials continue to discuss, it's Mayport CG football. Muse with the fumble recovery at the 33-yard line of Mayport CG. 10:21 to go in the half, 7-7 game. I know a football isn't among the basic food groups, but sometimes you just have to eat it if you're a quarterback. 2 receivers to the left. And a give for Bryce Mock around the right side. Keelan Monson with the tackle. For a gain of 3 to the 36-yard line, 2nd down 7 for Mayport CG. 10 minutes to go in the half. 7-7 game. Rexine, a 2-yard touchdown run for the Mayport CG touchdown. Northern Cass got theirs after a Metzger interception and a fumble near the goal line, which was recovered for a touchdown. Here's Mock over the right side again, carrying just short of the 40-yard line. Reed Volden on the tackle. After a gain of 3 to the 39-yard line, sets up 3rd down and 4. 55, Brody Gesson checking into the defensive line for Northern Cass, replacing Cam Hodgson, 78. Ball in the far hash. 2 receivers left. A back surrounding Fugelberg, who's in the pistol, and boy, was there a movement on the defensive front. Offside against Northern Cass moves it to the 44-yard line, which is a 1st down. $8:57 to go till halftime. Game tied at 7. Northern Cass looking for their first win of the year in their final home game of the season in Week 6. 2 receivers left. Fugelberg sandwich. Now he's going to step up on a delay, and I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he may have even lost a yard. They'll call that no gain, 2nd and 10. That's the first time I believe Fugelberg has tried to run the football. Two receivers left, 2 to the right. Fugelberg from the pistol. Gives it straight ahead. To Rexine, who picked up a yard. Or make that 2, actually. 3rd and 8 at the 46. $7:33 to go on the first half. Clock running. 2 receivers wide to the left side. A gift for Rexine around the right side. He gets across midfield, but he may be short of the 1st down. Matthew Metzger with the tackle. And where do they put the ball?
That's going to be a Patriot 1st down.
Are they going to timeout measurement? Ball is at the 44-yard line of Northern Cass. It was a gain of 8, which was all they needed. And one of the rare times that we've seen the chain gang come out. A spot and the plant. And he's got the 1st down almost by the entire length of the football. Mayport CG from the Northern Cass 46. Breaking through from the left side, getting inside the 35-yard line to the 33 is Bryce Mock. M-O-C-H. He's a senior, 5'9", 175. After a gain of 13, that'll be a 1st and 10 for Mayport CG. Their 3rd of this drive. It started with the Muse fumble recovery at the Patriots 33. They're now at the Northern Cass 33. 6:40 to go in the half. Receivers wide to both sides. Fugelberg under center out of the eye. He dropped the ball and falls on it.
Fugelberg on the recovery. Zeski covers. It'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Patriots.
So a loss on that play. Loss of 2 to the 35, 2nd and 12. 6:20 to go in the half.
Just over 6 minutes to go, second quarter, 7-7 game. Mayport CG on the move. Receivers wide to both sides. Fugelberg under center. Gives to the tailback, Mock, who will gain to the 29. And there's a penalty flag on that play. Holding on Mayport CG. I believe that's the first penalty on the Patriots tonight. Moving it back 10 yards to the 45, making it 2nd and 22.
That'll back it up 10 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 22 for the Patriots at the Northern Cass 45-yard line.
Pretty good contest here. We've had a couple of turnovers. 3 receivers to the right. Wing on the left side. Fugelberg from the pistol. And now Rexine goes in motion to the far side. Fugelberg to throw. Screen. Lob. Incomplete. I think he was looking for DeBono there. But it's incomplete. Makes it 3rd and 22 from the Northern Cass 45. And 5:37 to go, second quarter.
One thing their field does, it takes water like nothing. Really good. It's so good. Shit, it's a huge crown.
Three receivers right. Fugelberg from the pistol, back to throw. With time, airs it far side and incomplete, out of the reach of the receiver. He was well covered as well. That sets up 4th and 22 at the 45-yard line. And Walker McGillis has come on the field to punt. But I should say McGillis has also played quarterback. He's got his left hand bandaged because of a thumb injury. Gets the kick away. Fair catch called. And Hoppy just kind of let it go over his head, and the ball be down at the 9-yard line. 36 on the punt, nothing on the return. So with 5:24 to go in the half, Northern Cass will take over at their own 9-yard line. Hoppy perhaps not getting the role that he hoped he would get. Jaguars send 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right, and whistles. And a timeout for Mayport CG. With 5:24 to go in the half on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. We're tied at 7. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, the letter ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Again, a very big thank you to Brandon Mickelson for getting our camera situation squared away. 7-7 our score. Jaguars will start at their own 9-yard line. Each team now with 2 timeouts left in the half. Lichtenberg from the pistol. On a jet sweep. Carrying around the left side. Braden Caron with the tackle. And I didn't catch the number of that runner. Gain of 1, 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9 from the 10. And Matthew Hoppy is gang tackled as he tries to go around the right side. Pickup of 2 to the 12 makes it 3rd down and 7. Jaguars looking at the near sideline for the play call. Three receivers left, one to the right. Lichtenberg from the pistol will throw. Now he'll step up and run, and he'll gain to about the 15. Unfortunately, he stayed in bounds. Keaton Sosted, the outside linebacker, with a tackle. And now the Jaguars will have to punt it away with under 4 minutes to go to intermission. Matthew Hoppy back in punt formation. Fielded at the 50. Antonio Sanchez on the tackle. And Gunnar Beck with the return. 34 yards on the punt. And Mayport CG with 8 on the return. They'll start at the Northern Cass 42 with 3:30 to go in the half and 2 timeouts remaining of a 7-7 game. One receiver to the left. I formation, Fugelberg under center. Gives it for Rexine over the right side. Still on his feet. He'll be stopped inside the 30-yard line. Matthew Metzger with a tackle for the Patriots. After a gain of a dozen to the 30-yard line. Cash Chisholm checking in for Northern Cass. As Caleb Enger checks out. I formation, receivers wide to both sides. Fugelberg with a handoff and a gain of about 2. As Rexine with the carry, wrestled down by Caden Williams, a sophomore, 6'2", 260. Looks like just a 1-yard gain, actually, to the 29. 2:35 to go on the half clock running. Game tied at 7. Two receivers left and 2 to the right. Snap a little high for Fugelberg. Throws out on the near side. Intended for Beck through his hands. Incomplete. 3rd down and 9 from the 29. 2:18 to go on the half. Both teams with a couple of timeouts remaining. We'll have Northern Cass Volleyball for you on YourLiveEvent.com Monday night when the Jaguars play at Hillsborough Central Valley. 6 o'clock for the JV game, 7:15 for the varsity on YourLiveEvent.com. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Fugelberg, quarterback draw with a little room. And did the ball pop out? Apparently not. It'll be 4th and short. Fugelberg coming into today with a 1 carry for 18 yards. And again, Mayport CG has gone through 5 different quarterbacks this season due to injuries. Two receivers to either side, a wing on the left, empty backfield. Fugelberg to throw over the middle. He's got a man open. Rexine, touchdown. Matthew Rexine, his first touchdown catch of the year. And Mayport CG back in the lead at 13-7 with 1:28 to go in the half. Five-play drive took 42 yards. Two minutes and 2 seconds. McGillis on for the extra point. It's up and away and good. So with 1:28 to go on the half, on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. 14-7, Mayport CG leads Northern Cass. The kickoff after this.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Northern Cass's homecoming court will be recognized here at halftime. Mayport CG driving 42 yards in 5 plays. It took 2:02 off the clock. Rexine with his second touchdown of the day, one by a run and one with a catch. Kind of reminds me of another Patriot, one by land and one by air, nothing by sea though. Walker McGillis to kick off. Again, you see he's got his left hand bandaged because of a thumb injury. That's what's keeping him from playing quarterback. And that'll go all the way through for a touchback. Jaguars take over with 1:28 to go in the half. They've got 2 timeouts left and trail 14-7. Julian Lichtenberg out of the pistol. Has a back behind him. Lichtenberg throws far side. Pass is caught by Antonio Sanchez for a gain of about 6. Gain of 5 to the 25, 2nd and 5. 1:05 to go in the half and the clock running. Lichtenberg gives for Hoppy, trying to get around wide end, and is spun around, and he'll be short of the first down marker. Good pursuit by Mayport CG. John Muse from the defensive line, 6 foot, 205-pound senior. Oh, they're going to give Hoppy forward progress to the 30 and a first down. Thought he'd been pushed back. High snap for Lichtenberg. Rolling right. Still on his feet and finally brought down about the 35. Marshall Kloster with the tackle. Now a Northern Cass timeout with 30.9 seconds to go in the half. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Mayport CG 14 and Northern Cass 7. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities we serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Other football games tonight on yourliveevent.com that you can watch later today or anytime this weekend. Hillsborough Central Valley at Central Cass, Carrington at Lisbon, Hankinson at Sargent County, Bottineau at Thompson, Ada Borup West at Polk County West, Bagley at Mahnomen-Walben, and Fargo South at Fargo North. All those on yourliveevent.com. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Lichtenberg from the pistol. Steps back, throws into triple coverage, and the ball is caught. Matthew Metzger with the catch. Gain of 13 to the 48-yard line of Northern Cass, and movement. Oh, that was a spike. Okay. I thought that might have been a fumble, but no, that was a spike and an incomplete pass to stop the clock with 18.7 to go in the half. And the referee saying he wants the game clock set back to 22.2 seconds. Two receivers left, 2 to the right. Lichtenberg throwing and intercepted. Gunnar Beck with the interception. That's Beck's 3rd pick of the year. So Mayport CG will take over with 17.5 seconds to go in the half. And they'll serve at their own 36-yard line. And Mayport CG to receive the second half kickoff. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Ryder Fugelberg out of the pistol. With time, steps up. He'll run with it, and he'll get as far as the 39. Second down, 7. Did somebody call time? And the clock is just going to run out here, and that'll be the end of the first half. So on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. At the half, it's Mayport CG 14, Northern Cass 7. Back after this on yourliveevent.com.
By that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
The vision of the Findlay Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationship to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Findlay Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit FindlaySharonSchool.com.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online firststatebanks.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
And welcome back to Northern Cast. Joe Lancello with you. We're at halftime as the homecoming court being introduced here. The king and queen coming out.
Please put your hands together, make some noise for our wonderful group of learners in year 2023 Northern Cast Jaguar Homecoming Court.
And Josie Johnson from the volleyball team is the queen, and I might have to get that list back.
Can I see that list?
And our score at the break here is 14-7. Mayport CG is leading the Northern Cast Jaguars. And the scoring started pretty early in this game. On the Northern Cast's third play from scrimmage, and I should also say that our halftime report is brought to you by Hunter Insurance Agency. Hunter Insurance Agency is dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance requests from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com. Again, Northern Cast on their third play of the game, there was a fumble, and it was recovered by the Patriots' Marshall Kloster, and he ran it back to the 2-yard line. And on the next play, Matthew Rexine scored to give Mayport CG a 7-0 lead after Walker McGillis kicked the extra point. That coming 56 seconds into the game. And then after Northern Cass had to punt, Mayport CG took over on their own 5-yard line, and after gaining 5 yards on 2 plays, a Ryder Fugelberg pass was intercepted by Matthew Metzger, and he was tackled near the goal line, and whether he got across the goal line or he fumbled it and somebody else recovered it, we are still really not sure. But in any event, it's a touchdown for Northern Cass. Reed Volden kicked the extra point to make it 7-7 with 6:59 to go in the first quarter, and that was the score after one. Into the second quarter, Mayport CG took over at the Northern Cass 42, and 5 plays later, they get a touchdown as Fugelberg hooks up with Matthew Rexine on a 22-yard scoring pass. Walker McGillis kicks the extra point to make it 14-7 with 1:28 to go in the half. That capped off a 5-play, 42-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 2 seconds. We've had plenty of turnovers tonight. We had the one Northern Cass fumble that was recovered and led to a touchdown. We've had the interception by Matthew Metzger that led to a touchdown. We've also had Northern Cass quarterback Julian Lichtenberg fumble the ball that was recovered by John Muse of Mayport CG. And then the next to last play of the half was an interception by Mayport CG's Gunnar Beck, his third of the season. So at the half, it's 14-7 Mayport CG. This has been a pretty entertaining game. Couple other scores to pass along for you. At halftime, it's Central Cass leading Hillsborough Central Valley 43-0. And Thompson is leading Bottineau 14-0 at the break. Again, plenty more games coming up. Available on yourliveevent.com. Hillsborough Central Valley at Central Cass, Carrington at Lisbon, Hankinson at Sargent County, Bottineau at Thompson, Ada Borup West at Polk County West, Bagley at Mahnomen Waban, and Fargo South at Fargo North. All on yourliveevent.com. And I mentioned homecoming here at Northern Cass. Ellie Lucas, escorted by Landon Moser. Addison Rust, escorted by Andrew Skenk. Casey Fix, escorted by Cash Chisholm. And the homecoming queen is Josie Jensen, and the king is Reed Volden. Congratulations to all of them. Hope they have a happy homecoming and a safe homecoming. And an unusual case of a couple where she's taller than he is. Josie stands 6'4", Reed stands 5'5". And I remember broadcasting the Southeastern Conference volleyball tournament in 2000, and my color commentator was a 6-foot-tall former University of Florida volleyball player, and she happened to wear heels. And we did the opening standoff, and after a few looks, it was suggested that she take her heels off. But I have no problem looking up to women, I'll say that. Again, our halftime brought to you by Hunter Insurance. Hunter Insurance Agency, dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance request from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com. At the half, Mayport CG leads Northern Cass 14-7. We'll have the start of the second half after this on yourliveevent.com.
Can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance. We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to all the teams in the state softball tournament, and good luck to the Region 2 champ, Mayport CG Patriots, from the Mayport CG Booster Club.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Back at Northern Cast, Joe Lancello with you. Both teams back on the field, limbering up, getting ready to start the second half. Mayport CG is set to receive the second half kickoff. They lead Northern Cast 14-7. Just a reminder to check out the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, brought to you by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. It airs or debuts Wednesday night at 7 o'clock on YourLiveEvent.com. And you can go to YouTube, look for the Your Live Event page, and see our current show, the one that aired this past Wednesday. A couple of weeks ago, we talked to Angie Johnson, the coach of the Northern Cats volleyball team. And again, Monday night, we'll be showing Northern Cats at Hillsborough Central Valley Volleyball. Coverage from Hillsborough at 6. Other volleyball on Monday night, Thompson will host Grand Forks Red River. Hawley will be at Ada Borup West. And Oaks at Kindred. And we'll also have Northern Cats volleyball for you on Tuesday night as the Jaguars host Sargent County. JV game at 6. And varsity game set to start at 7:15 on Tuesday night. And more volleyball on Tuesday on YourLiveEvent.com has Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion at Lisbon, Crookston at Hawley, Winnimac at Ada Borup West, Hankinson at Kindred, and Larimore at Mayport CG. And that game is actually going to be played in Findlay on Tuesday for Mayport CG Patriot volleyball fans. And we've got more football on the way next week with Ellendale, Edgeley, Calm at Hillsborough Central Valley, Richland at Maple River, Northern Cass at Thompson, Kindred at Lisbon, Park Rapids area at Hawley, Lake Park Audubon at Ada Borup West, Red Lake County at Mahnomen-Waban, and Grand Forks Central at West Fargo. Those games next Friday night on YourLiveEvent.com. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. 14-7, Mayport CG in the lead over Northern Cass. We'll be back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Joe Lancello back at Northern Cass. Again, it's the Patriots set to receive the second half kickoff. Northern Cass looking for their first win of the season, and this again is their final home game of the year. They're going to finish up with 3 straight games on the road. Next week, the Jaguars go to Thompson, then they'll be at Oak Grove, and then at Oaks. Mayport CG next week will host Oaks, then they'll go to Kindred, and then host Lisbon. And the kickoff is popped short, bobbled as Sauced was trying to field that on the run, scramble for the ball. And it will still be Mayport CG ball at about the 33-yard line as Sawstead, the kick returner, Keaton Sawstead, recovered his own fumble. Patriots playing from right to left in the third quarter in the traveling white with red and blue. Ryder Fugelberg under center, gives to Matthew Rexine over the right side. He's got both touchdowns for Mayport CG, and he'll run to about the 38.
Rexine on the carry over the left side. Metzger on the stop for the Jays. It's a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 for the Patriots.
Second down 5 for Mayport CG. Receivers wide to both sides. Fugelberg working out an offset eye this time, and a man coming in motion to the near side. That's Sawstead. Here's a handoff up the gut. It's Rexine again across the 40 to about the 41 or 42. Just across the 40-yard line. 3rd and 2. Ryder Fugelberg has gone the distance at quarterback for the Patriots. Again from the offset eye. And a give to the first back and running to the 49-yard line is Bryce Mock for a first down. First down from Mayport CG after the gain of 8 to the Patriot 49. Mock and Rexine, the backs, behind Ryder Fugelberg. And the ball poked away from Rexine, and the Patriots may have it. Or excuse me, Jaguars have it. The Jaguars with the recovery. I didn't catch who recovered the fumble, but it's Northern Cass ball at the Mayport CG 43. So great field position for the Jaguars as they try to even this game back up. Lichtenberg from the pistol. Giving for Hoppy, trying to get around right end. And he'll only get a short gain. Braden Karen on the tackle. Little help from John Muse. Gain of 1 to the 42-yard line, 2nd down 9. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Julian Lichtenberg out of the pistol with Hoppy at his right hip. Lichtenberg with time now scrambles to his right, throws.
Incomplete, defended by number 3.
And it's an incomplete pass intended for Antonio Sanchez. The coverage again by Braden Karen, a sophomore, 6 foot 145. 3rd down 9. Jaguars go no huddle. Lichtenberg to throw over the middle, broken up. Nice play by Braden Karen again on the coverage. So that'll make it 4th and 9 from the 42-yard line, and it appears the Jaguars are going to punt this one away. Matthew Hoppy back in punt formation. Mayport CG just one man back of the 15-yard line. And Hoppy is rolling to his right and throwing, and in and out of the hands of Antonio Sanchez. Oh, that was Metzger. I beg your pardon. So the Jaguars with a gamble, and it doesn't pay off. And Mayport CG will take over at their own 42 with 9:18 to go in the third quarter. Patriots still up 14-7. Receivers wide to both sides. Fiegelberg under center with an offset eye behind him. Mock with the carry, and he's met right away. Brody Geston on the tackle. 5'10", 225-pound junior. He's got 4 tackles for loss on the year. That'll be a tackle for no gain. Second down 10 for Mayport CG. Northern Cast's final home game of the year. Receivers wide to both sides. Fiegelberg under center. To the tailback, Rexine bursting over the middle. Stopped at the 47. Linebacker Reed Volden on the tackle. Northern Cass without their normal middle linebacker Will Treewasser sidelined by injury. 3rd and 5 after Rexine picked up 5 on that play. Two receivers left. A wing on the right side. Fiegelberg out of the pistol on 3rd and 5. Has time, throws. And a diving catch for a first down.
The pass is complete on the play. Fiegelberg to Beck.
That was Beck on the catch. Gunnar Beck. For a first down into Northern Cass territory at the Jaguar 35. 18-yard gain. $7:30 to go third quarter. Mayport CG with a 14-7 lead, looking to add to it. Rexine over right guard, bursting through the crowd. 20, 15, 10, and he will score. And it's now 20-7 in favor of Mayport CG with the extra point to come. 58-yard drive in 4 plays. Walker McGillis with the extra point. Kick is up and good. McGillis 3 for 3 today on the extra points. So with 7:16 to go in the third quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Mayport CG 21, Northern Cass 7, the kickoff after this on yourliveevent.com.
Answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, Nodak Insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America, we're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
That's the second consecutive scoring drive for Mayport CG that's gone exactly 2 minutes and 2 seconds. This one covered 58 yards in 4 plays. As Walker McGillis will kick off. Again, he has had most of the duty at quarterback for the Patriots this season, but a thumb injury has kept him unable to do that. He is able to kick. And it's bobbled. Picked back up to the 15. And that'll be to the 24-yard line.
Logan Olson of the Patriots. First and 10 for the Jays at their own 24-yard line.
And Northern Castle started off with 7:10 to go in the third. Now trailing by 2 touchdowns, 21-7. We haven't had any more rain after that shower that happened about an hour and a half before kickoff. I imagine the field is still a little bit slippery. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Now Hoppy going in motion to the near side. Screen to the near side, cut by Hoppy. Cuts outside, 35-yard line, or 25-yard line. Run out of bounds near the 30. Tackled by Corbin Schreiner, the linebacker, a sophomore.
Second and 3 for the Jays.
Gain of 6 to the 30-yard line, second down 4. 3 receivers left. Lichtenberg in the pistol, Hoppy at his left hip. Lichtenberg with time, airing it out, incomplete. Intended for Antonio Sanchez. Braden Karen on the coverage for Mayport CG. That'll make it third down and 4 at the 30. Jaguars send 2 receivers left, a wing on the left side, 1 receiver to the left. Lichtenberg from the pistol gives for Hoppy. To the 35, to the 40, first down and more to about the 46. Gang tackled Cutler Peterson, number 44, in on the hit for Mayport CG. And that's a first down for Northern Cass, their first down of the second half. As Hoppy picked up 16. Two receivers to the right.
22.
And it's Hoppy again on the carry into Mayport CG territory. It's a first down. Is there a flag down? Because the tackle was near the sideline. There's a lot of bodies there. The gain was to the 43 of Mayport CG. Dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct, that usually means late hit. So that'll be added on. And the Jaguars getting a break there. They'll line up in scrimmage here from the 28-yard line. 15-yard penalty. Coaches hate those, especially on late hits. 3 receivers left. A gift for Hoppy, and he's tripped up by Gunner back after a gain to the 16-yard line. Gain of a dozen. 3 straight first downs for Northern Cass as they're now inside the red zone of the 16. And Hoppy going straight ahead. Hit right away by John Mutz, who needed a little help to get back up. After Hoppy gained 1 to the 15-yard line, second down 9. Under 5.5 to go, third quarter. Jaguars driving, trailing 21-7. Lichtenberg throws, passes caught, and inside the 5-yard line. Matthew Metzger with the catch.
A gain of 9 on the play. That'll be a Jaguar first down.
And that'll make it first and goal. At the 5. Lichtenberg with an empty back. No, there is Metzger there. Play fake, pass incomplete. Looking for Antonio Sanchez.
In the goal line. Back on the coverage for the Patriots. Second and goal for the Jays.
Check that the ball's at the 3-yard line. It was actually a gain of a dozen by Metzger. Second and goal. Northern Cass with some new people in the game. Number 10, Keelan Monson, a receiver, checking back in. Hoppy at the left tip of Lichtenberg. Airs it out to the far side, and that is incomplete. Setting up third and goal from the 3. This is a place where the Jaguars definitely have to score. Two receivers left, one to the right, wing on the right side. Lichtenberg from the pistol. Giving it for Hoppy, who'll dive into the end zone for a touchdown. And it's now 21-13 with 4:38 to go in the third. Andrew Skenk is on to hold as Reed Volden will come in to kick the extra point. 76-yard drive by Northern Cass. Movement on the line. So illegal procedure on Northern Cass. That'll move the ball back 5 yards. And this will be a 24-yard kick now for the extra point for Volden. It's low, no good.
The extra point by Golden is no good. 4:38 remaining.
So with 4:38 to go in the third quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Northern Cass getting closer, trailing Mayport CG 21-13. The kickoff after this.
Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
The Northern Cass scoring drive, 76 yards in 10 plays, took 2:32 off the clock. Matthew Hoppy with a 3-yard run. Now a one-score game with 4:38 to go in the third quarter. Volden to kick it off. Fielded to the 41-yard line, a short kick. Volden with the tackle on Cross Kitchen, number 2, a sophomore, 6 foot 170. Jaguars trying a short kick, and it sort of backfired because Mayport CG have the ball in Northern Cass territory with 4:38 to go. Quarter number 3. Ball in the near hash, receivers wide to both sides. Ryder Fugelberg under center with an offset eye. And a handoff to a fresh running back who's burst through the crowd and scoring. That's Bryce Mock. Touchdown for Mayport CG. And just like that, the Patriots are back up by 2 scores. And it would appear that Mayport CG is going to go for 2 here. Patriots are counting bodies. An injured player, okay. Mock, who scored the touchdown, needing some attention. Well, they will kick the extra point. McGillis to kick. And the kick is good. So on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. 4:29 to go in the third. Mayport CG 28, Northern Cass 13. Back after this on yourliveevent.com.
From RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
The scoring drive, 1 play, 49 yards. It took 9 seconds. Bryce Mock with the touchdown run to make it 28-13, just seconds after a Northern Cass touchdown. So once again, it's a 2-score game with 4:29 to go in the third quarter. As McGillis will kick it off. McGillis had a nice season for the Mayport CG baseball team back in the spring. And the kick is going to roll, be picked up at the 10-yard line. Reed Zeski on the carry, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. Decent field position for the Jaguars, as they'll start from their own 30-yard line with 4:24 to go in the third. Jaguars being so close to their own sideline, Coach Tyler Uke said he'll just talk to him from there. I guess no one says you absolutely have to huddle behind the ball. Long count, Lichtenberg. Play fake, rolls left, throws. Incomplete. But a penalty flag on the play. Braden Karen on the coverage, the pass intended for Matthew Metzger. It is pass interference on Mayport CG. And that's an automatic first down. 15-yard penalty to the 45-yard line. It's not a spot of the foul penalty as it is in the professional game. Two receivers right, one to the left. An attempted sweep.
Hopping on the carry on the right side, met by number 44, Cutler Peterson. No gain on the play.
No gain on that play.
At the 45-yard line.
Hoppy with the carry. 2nd and 10. Skank is wide to the right. 3 receivers left on 2nd and 10. Lichtenberg throwing well out of the reach of the intended receiver, incomplete. That'll make it 3rd and 10.
Pass intended for Matthew Metzger falls incomplete at the 45-yard line at Mayville Ports. Clipper Galesburg. 3rd down and 10 for the Jays.
Jaguars looking at 3rd and 10 now. Lichtenberg from the pistol. Quick out near side. And there was a catch. Caught by Skank. He got in bounds to the 50. But that's still 5 yards short of a first down. 3:18 to go in the third quarter. Jaguars acting like they're going to go for it. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Patriots were showing blitz. Play clock at 6. Snap to Lichtenberg. Has time, throwing downfield, too long. Looking for Antonio Sanchez. So Mayport CG will take over at midfield with 2:47 to go in the third. Still leading 28-13. Again for Northern Cass, it's homecoming. Brody Geston coming off the field now. Cam Hodgson replacing him on the defensive front. Cass Chisholm also on the defensive line now for Northern Cass. Receivers wide to both sides. Fugelberg under center. Skank on the tackle as a gain of 4 yards for Mock.
For the Patriots. Correction, a gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 after a 3-yard pickup. Cutler Peterson, 44 in the backfield for the first time for Mayport CG on that last play. From the offset eye. Play fake, Fugelberg throwing far side. Pass was short of the intended receiver, Cutler Peterson. It'll be 3rd and 7. 2:05 to go in the third. Again, Northern Cass going for their first win of the year after an 0-5 start. Mayport CG looking to get their second win of the year. They come in 1-3 and also going for their first region victory of the year. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Fugelberg out of the pistol. With time. Gets a block and a pass is picked off. Matthew Hoppy with the interception as Fugelberg threw it into double, maybe even triple coverage. For Hoppy, it's his 3rd interception of the year. So the Jaguars will take over at their own 35 with 1:59 to go in the third. 66, Luke Murch, a sophomore, hustling onto the field to play in the offensive line for Northern Cass. Lichtenberg from the pistol. 3 receivers left and wing on the left side, too. Hoppy, hit right away. At the 31-yard line, John Muse with the hit. Muse with a fumble recovery also tonight for Mayport CG on defense. Loss of 3, second down and 13 at the 32-yard line. Three receivers left. Lichtenberg bobbled the snap. Hoppy trying to pick it up, and I believe he did. And Hoppy did recover it. And we've got an injured player on the field. And Northern Cass will be looking at 3rd and 18 when we come back on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. 28-13, Mayport CG over Northern Cass. We'll be right back.
I found Bigfoot. How tall is he? What? No, not that Bigfoot. The Bigfoot Trail. The Bigfoot Trail? Yeah, it's the Trail County Parks and Walking Challenge. All you have to do is visit at least 10 of 12 parks listed on the clue sheet, answer questions about each park, and return the completed sheet to the Trail District Health Unit by September 30th. Do I get anything if I complete the challenge? Yes, you get a free t-shirt and other participation prizes. Get your sheet on the Trail District Health Unit website and get your feet moving on the Bigfoot Trail.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Matthew Hoppy, the injured Northern Cass player, being helped off the field. Jaguars now with 1:05 to go in the third, looking at 3rd and 19 from their own 27-yard line. Snap to Lichtenberg, throwing it out, just out of the reach of Matthew Metzger, incomplete. So it'll be 4th and 18. And Hoppy is the normal punter for Northern Cass. So who's going to do that? And whoever it is, I hope they know they're going to do that. Because sometimes Lichtenberg is now going to drop back. It's now going to be a quick kick, 5 seconds on the play clock. And Northern Cass will take a timeout with 56.1 to go in the third quarter. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Mayport CG in the lead, 28-13 over Northern Cass. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, the letter I, banknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Well, Caleb Enger, number 3, has dropped back in punt formation. Mayport CG with one man back to receive. And a good kick. Field at the 35-yard line. And a gain to the 39-yard line, or the 44-yard line. Gunnar Beck on the return. .38 yards on the punt, and a good return to the 45 of Mayport CG. Patriots take over with 45.3 seconds to go in the third, leading 28-13. Fugelberg under center. Gives for Mock. Over the right side into Jaguar territory, brought down at about the 38. First down for Mayport CG. They'll mark him now the 39-yard line after a gain of 16. This will be the final play of the third quarter. Beck is wide left, receiver wide right out of an offset eye. Fugelberg under center. And the carry to Cutler Peterson. And a gain to about the 33-yard line. And that's 3 quarters in the book. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. After 3, Mayport CG 28, Northern Cass 13, the fourth quarter after this.
Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
From Northern Cass, Joe Lancello with you. Fourth quarter about to get underway. Mayport CG in the lead, 28-13. Final home game of the season for Northern Cass. It was 7-7 after the first quarter, 14-7 in favor of Mayport CG at the half, and now 28-13. Mayport CG looking for their first region win of the year, and Northern Cass looking for their first win of the year, period. Mayport CG moving from left to right on the traveling white as we start the fourth quarter. Fugelberg under center. Give over the right side for Mock. Brought down by Skank after a gain to the 24. That'll be a first down for Mayport CG. Nobody's going to make fun of Bryce Mock. Got to be close to 100 yards on the day. Offset eye with Cutler Peterson and Bryce Mock behind Fugelberg. And Mock on the carry, trying to get around left end. Be a short gain. Picked up of 3 to the 21-yard line, second down, 7 from Mayport CG. Patriots with all 3 of their timeouts remaining, Northern Cass with 2 left. Receivers wide to both sides, Fugelberg under center. And a give to the second back, who was hit right away, and I think a flag came down on the tackle. Matthew Hoppy on the tackle. He's back in after an injury. I wonder if there was a little face mask contact on the tackle. No, take that back. Never mind. It was thrown right around where the tackle was made, but holding on Mayport CG is the call. Moves the ball back to the 31-yard line of Northern Cass. Got to mark off all 10 yards. Second down, 17. Almost 10.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Fugelberg, 6'5", 170-pounder under center. A give for Mock, who's hit by Hoppy and Skank. Mock picked up 1 yard, make it 3rd and 16 at the 30-yard line. Keaton Sawstead goes wide to the left along with two teammates, Beck and DeBono. Fugelberg out of the pistol. Under pressure, gets away, will run to the right side. Taking one hit, he'll get to short of the 25-yard line, but still short of a first down. And the clock continues to run with 9:20 to play. 4th and 12 for Mayport CG. It would be about a 43, 44-yard field goal if they were to try it, but McGillis has not come out of the field. Play clock at 3. They better hurry up. They do get the snap away. Or did they? Penalty flag thrown on the far side. Pass is caught inside the 20-yard line, but there was a flag. Well, if you take the play, if you're Northern Cass, Mayport CG didn't get the first down, and you'll get the ball. Illegal shift the call on Mayport CG. And the penalty is declined. And it'll be Northern Cass ball on downs. They'll start at their own 20-yard line with 8:46 to play. Jaguars line up with 3 to the left. Lichtenberg out of the shotgun. One receiver right. Lichtenberg rolls left. Throws in and out of the hands. For Antonio Sanchez, incomplete. Braden Karen was in on the coverage. 2nd and 10. Mock was in the game on defense, will now come out for Mayport CG, be replaced by 24. Noah DeBono. Lined up as an outside linebacker. And pass intended for Metzger on Metzger, what could have been a screen. It's incomplete, sets up 3rd and 10. 8:38 to go in the fourth quarter. 66, Luke Murch checks into the game, replacing Brody Gesson on the Northern Cass offensive line. 3rd down 10, 3 receivers left as the Jaguars go from right to left. Mayport CG showing blitz. Lichtenberg rolling near side, incomplete. out of the reach of Matthew Metzger, so that's going to be 4th and 10. That'll set up 4th down. Hoppy is back on the field healthy, so he is available to punt if that's what they wish to do. Jaguars are going to go for it. Lichtenberg rolls left. Throws just out of the reach of Metzger. That'll be 4th down. And Mayport CG will take over at the Northern Cass 20 with 8:29 to go in the ball game. And an opportunity for the Patriots to possibly put this game away. 28-13, Mayport CG in the lead. Fugelberg under center. Gives to the second back. Mock spun out of the way of one would-be tackler, finally brought down at the 15. Second and 5 from the 15. Mock checks out. Peterson and Rexy in the backfield from the offset eye behind Fugelberg on 2nd and 5. Rexine just puts his head down and gets inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal from the 9. Clock running, almost 7.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Patriots can take their time. Receivers wide to both sides. Fugelberg with the offset eye. Rexine with the carry. The second man through, straight ahead. Picks up a couple. Tackle made by Sam Nelson, a junior, 6'2", 205 for Northern Cass. Under 7 minutes to play. Sosted wide left. Receiver Beck wide to the right. Peterson going straight ahead. Tackled by Hoppy. And that'll make it 3rd and goal from the 2. Almost midway through the final quarter. Patriots looking to add to a 28-13 lead. Fugelberg gives it for Rexine, who'll go around and score. Touchdown. Rexine with 2 rushing touchdowns, and he's also got a touchdown pass tonight. And it's now 34-13 in favor of Mayport CG with 5:58 to go in the ball game. 20-yard drive in 5 plays. McGillis on for the extra point. Rexine to hold. Snap is there. And the kick is good. No good. So with 5:58 to go on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Mayport CG 34, Northern Cass 13. The kickoff after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
The Mayport CG scoring drive, 20 yards in 5 plays. It took 2:31 off the clock. Rexine with his second rushing touchdown of the day. Three scores for the 5'10", 180-pound senior. And the Patriots to kick it off with Walker McGillis. Under 6 minutes to play, the Jaguars with a bit of work to do. Fielded at the 7. And some room now to the 40-yard line. And brought down just short of midfield. Caleb Inger with a nice return. Jaguars will start at their own 48 with 5:49 to play. Down by 3 scores. Small delay here is combination of where to spot the football. It's at the Patriot 48-yard line, and also making sure that the Jaguars had the proper game ball. Empty backfield now. Lichtenberg throws a screen cut by Hoppy, and he runs into a crowd and will wind up losing yardage. Sawstead on the tackle. Keaton Sawstead, S-A-A-S-T-A-D. Lost back to the 47-yard line. Now a long pass intended for Skank, and he couldn't quite hang on to it. He'd have had to do very well to do so as he was spinning around. Dealing with the Mayport CG defender, Cole Kritzberger. Third and 15 now for the Jaguars from their own 47. 2 receivers wide to either side. Hoppy splits out to the far side. Now empty backfield. Lichtenberg throws, caught by Metzger, gets a block to the 40, first down, and stopped near the 35-yard line. Tackle made by Cutler Peterson.
A gain of 18 on the play, brought down by number 33, Matthew Rexine, and that's a first down for the Jays.
First down, Northern Cass. At the Mayport CG 35, a gain of 18. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Hoppy at the right hip of Lichtenberg, who will roll right and throw. And caught, close to a first down. Chris Hoyland with the catch. Braden Karen with the tackle. For Hoyland, that's his second catch of the season, the 5'10", 150-pound sophomore. 2nd and 1 from the 26. Reed Volden with the carry over the left side. And tackled by Peterson. And that'll be a first down for Northern Cass, their second of this drive. From the 24 with under 4 minutes to play. Lichtenberg throwing just out of the reach of Metzger. Second and 10 with 3:53 to play. Jaguars with 2 timeouts remaining. 2 receivers wide to either side. Lichtenberg throws on the near side. Pass is caught by Hoyland, and he does well to bring that down to about the 16. Gain of 7 to the 17, 3rd and 3. Another pass on the near side. And Andrew Skank, tumbling catch, but his knee was down at the 1. First and goal now at the 1. Lichtenberg, a low snap. He'll keep it himself and just go right up the middle and score. Touchdown, Northern Cass. And that makes it 34-19 with 3:17 to play. For Julian, that's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Jaguars lining up to kick the extra point with Reed Volden. It's up and no good. So with 3:17 to play on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com, Mayport CG 34, Northern Cass 19. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
At Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Traeger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Northern Cass with a 48-yard drive in 10 plays. It took 2:32 off the clock. The gap is now 34-19, a 2-score game. So the question now, will Northern Cass try an onside kick? Mayport CG seems to think so with 9 men up close. The kick is squibbed and fallen out the 49-yard line. Bodie Peterson with the recovery. And so Mayport CG will start at their own 49 with 3:17 to play, leading 34-19. Northern Cass may have to gamble a bit defensively, hoping for a turnover. Receivers wide to both sides. Ryder Fugelberg under center with the offset eye behind him. Skank on the tackle after a gain to the 48-yard line. It's Mock on the carry. Into Jaguar territory at the 48. Pickup of 3, second down 7. Under 3 minutes to play. Jaguars again with 2 timeouts remaining. And Mayport CG doesn't seem to be in any particular hurry. Receivers wide to both sides. Fugelberg taking his time getting under center. And a quick handoff to Cutler Peterson. Gain of 2 to the 46, 3rd and 5. And Northern Cass will take a timeout, their second. With 2:22 to go in the fourth quarter, on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com, 34-19 Mayport CG over Northern Cass. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Northern Cass down to 1 timeout remaining with 2:22 to play in the fourth quarter. This has been a pretty good football game. Looking on paper, you might not have thought so with 1-3 versus 0-5, but then again, games aren't played on paper. As Fugelberg rolls right, throws, passes caught by Cutler Peterson, first down, much more inside the 25. First down for Mayport CG. Gain of 22 to the Jaguar 24. Peterson did not start the game as a running back. He's come into the second half, and some fresh, strong legs have been a big help to the Patriot offense. Receivers wide to both sides, offset eye. And to give to the first back, Peterson. Volin on the tackle. Gain to the the 18-yard line, a gain of 6, second down 4. Under a minute and a half to play. .28 Bryce Mock coming back into the game. And now Mayport CG going in victory formation. Fugelberg will take a knee. .50 seconds to play, clock running. And Mayport CG needing only to run one more play, and they can head back up north. Fugelberg taking a knee again. And they do not have to run another play. This one will belong to... Oh. Did Northern Cass call a timeout? They did. .28 seconds to play. .28 to play, 34-19, Mayport CG. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Now Mayport CG has called a timeout. Well, with 22.8 to play, 34-19, Mayport CG in the lead. Back after this.
Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
On fourth down, no victory formation now. Receivers wide to both sides. A give for Rex Zenon. He is wrapped up at the 19-yard line. And this should be the end of things. Well, that was fourth down. So a turnover on downs with 11.2 to play. Jaguars to start at the their own 19-yard line. Kind of an odd ending. Lichtenberg under center, and he'll take a knee. And now this one belongs to Mayport CG. The final on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. The final, Mayport CG 34, Northern Cast 19. We'll be back with our post-game show after these words on yourliveevent.com.
School district believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
My coworkers here at Duggleman are super supportive. We all get along.
Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
For over 100 years, Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Findlay Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FindlayFarmersElevator.com.
The vision of the Findlay Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationship to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Findlay Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit FindlaySharonSchool.com.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online firststatebanks.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Mother Nature can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
And welcome back to Northern Cass, our post-game show. I'm Joe Lancello, joined now by Bryce Mock of the Mayport CG Patriots. Winners tonight, 34-19 over Northern Cass. And you had quite the game for this last three quarters.
Yeah, I just ran the ball hard and started cramping a little bit, but otherwise just ran the ball hard.
Did the wet field affect anything tonight?
Ball was a little slippery, but otherwise I just hung on to it. Didn't really affect me.
That also says some pretty good things about your blocking, too.
Yeah, I just hit the holes and go hit somebody right away.
It was a close game for the first quarter or so, but then you guys were able to finally just sort of take command. What was it that was crucial for you?
I think we just started executing everything better, started blocking everyone, just got on our assignments and just executed.
All right, and win number 2 of the season, that's got to be nice for you with a home game coming up against Oaks next week.
Yeah, we're looking to win that game too. It's going to be a tough one, but I think we can beat them.
This is a pretty good region after all, I think, with everybody you faced.
Yeah, it's a really good region. I think we're just as good as everyone else.
Okay, Bryce Mock, you're our Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. And let me find the rest of my script here. Energy for Life, Enbridge. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And I'll have a T-shirt for you from Enbridge as our Energy Player of the Game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Bryce Mock, running back for the Mayport CG Patriots. We'll come back and we'll continue our post-game show after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to all the teams in the state softball tournament, and good luck to the Region 2 champ, Mayport CG Patriots, from the Mayport CG Booster Club.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, Nodak Insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America. We're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Welcome back to our post-game show. Joe Lansola along with Adam Sola, the coach of the Mayport CG Patriots. Winners tonight, 34-19 over Northern Cass. This was a pretty good football game.
Yeah, and overall it ended up being a pretty nice night out for football. The rain stayed away for the most part, and for us it was a really good team effort. We had a lot of guys kind of step up tonight that really haven't the last couple of weeks, and overall just a really good game for us.
Bryce Mock, who is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, a solid game, about 176 yards rushing and 61 yards rushing for Matthew Rexine as well. So you had a very good ground game.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a breakout game for Bryce. He really doesn't carry the ball a ton for us. He's usually in there for a blocking back. It's more kind of Matthew and Cutler Peterson, who's a little banged up right now, so didn't get a ton of offensive time. But no, a really good effort by our backfield, and all of that is capped off because of the offensive line, and the effort that they put in and the ability to stay tough up front.
And there were a lot of turnovers tonight, too, that you guys forced. John Muse had a big one.
Yeah, you're right. That fumble towards the end of that first half there was huge. Just being able to win that turnover battle was a big goal of ours, actually, this week. We had talked about it on Monday. It's something we've kind of struggled with a little bit this year. But being able to force takeaways is a huge goal for the defense and paid off tonight.
You guys played 9-man football last year, now with 11-man moving up. How's the adjustment to that been?
You know, it's getting better. We're figuring it out. You know, in nine-man football, there's an awful lot more space to cover as far as like a zone defense and those things. You know, a lot more open field tackles. But something we've really focused on trying to keep up is that rallying to the football. You know, even though we've got more guys on the field and less space to cover, we still want to rally just as well as we did in nine-man, and we're getting there. You know, we're figuring that out, and the zone coverage stuff is coming too. So I've been happy with our effort here the last couple of weeks, and hopefully it keeps going forward.
Now you go back home next week with a 2-3 record, and you've got Oaks as the opponent.
Yeah, it's a big game. I'll be honest, I haven't really seen any film or anything on those guys yet. Just haven't seen them on our schedule playing against opponents yet. But Coach Dobitz and Peterson, they do a great job down there. So I'm sure they're going to be ready to play. I'm sure it's going to be a physical game, but it's good to get them at home.
All right, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you very much. Thanks for being here.
Adam Solo, the coach of the Mayport CG Patriots, winners tonight 34-19 at Northern Cass. We'll continue with our post-game show after these words on YourLiveEvent.com. Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
Hey, look, I found Bigfoot. How tall is he? What? No, not that Bigfoot. The Bigfoot Trail. The Bigfoot Trail? Yeah, it's the Trail County Parks and Walking Challenge. All you have to do is visit at least 10 of 12 parks listed on the clue sheet, answer questions about each park, and return the completed sheet to the Trail District Health Unit by September 30th. Do I get anything if I complete the challenge? Yes, you get a free t-shirt and other participation prizes. Get your sheet on the Trail District Health Unit website and get your feet moving on the Bigfoot Trail.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com. In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
And back at Northern Cass, Joe Lancello with you as Mayport CG has defeated Northern Cass 34-19. The Patriots go to 2-3 on the season, and Northern Cass now 0-6 on the year. Let's run down the scoring in this game. It started off early as Northern Cass had fumbled on the third play from scrimmage. It was recovered by Marshall Kloster at the 2-yard line, and on the first play that Mayport CG had from scrimmage, they scored on a 2-yard run by Matthew Rexine. Walker McGillis kicks the extra point to make it 7-0 in favor of the Patriots. Later in the quarter, Northern Cass would come back. There was an interception by Matthew Metzger that was returned. He was tackled near the goal line, and there was apparently a fumble on the play. We're not sure who it was that recovered the ball or if Metzger was able to get into the end zone himself with the score. But in any event, Northern Cass touchdown. The extra point kicked by Reed Volden was good. 7-all the score after one quarter. We go into the second quarter, and another big turnover. I talked about this with Coach Adam Sola a moment ago on a 2nd and 3 play for Northern Cass at the Mayport CG 21-yard line. Quarterback Julian Witchenberg fumbled, and it was recovered by John Muse, one of the defensive linemen. And that is going to be our precision play of the game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton. For precision planning updates, information, questions, contact RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton, 701-636-2119, or visit planterdoc.com, planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. That our precision play of the game, the John Muse fumble recovery. While Mayport CG did not score on that particular drive, we'll get later in the quarter, it was Mayport CG driving 42 yards in 5 plays, a 22-yard pass from Ryder Fugelberg to Matthew Rexine, made it 14-7 with 1:28 to go in the half. That was the halftime score. I'll finish the... Oh, shoot, I packed up my microphone here. Tyler Uksa, the coach of Northern Cass, is standing by here. Just a second, and I'll get ready to speak to him here. 14-7 at the half. Remind me where I left off. Okay, if I can just kind of have you scoot in a little bit so you're in the picture. There we go. A very good showing by your team, I thought, tonight.
Yeah, minus all the turnovers. Played hard. Just sound like a broken record at this point, but just some things to clean up. We just got to continue to get better every day. That's what we tell the kids.
You got some turnovers, too, especially the one early in the game where Matthew Metzger had the interception. Who was it that actually scored the touchdown? Because it looked like there was a fumble near the goal line.
Yeah, Matthew Metzger made a really good play on the pick, and then I don't know how he fumbled. He was on the other side of the field, so I didn't really see it. But then he actually pulled it out from the bottom of the pile, so he was fighting for it at the bottom of the pile, and that's just the type of kid Matthew Metzger is. He's a scrappy kid like that, and yeah.
And I'll give him some credit, too. Nice work on coverage defensively tonight, and just some good things over from him, certainly.
Absolutely. He's one of the guys that we look to make plays, and he did a good job tonight at that.
And Matthew Hoppy also doing well for you with one touchdown run, another solid game on the ground, and also made a lot of tackles.
Yeah. Like we said in the pregame, Hoppy's a special running back. Anytime you get the ball to him, good things are going to happen. We probably went away from him a little bit too much in the second half. Got impatient a little bit, so we probably should have trusted him a little more in the second half running the ball to get us big plays. But, yeah, ultimately he's a really good running back, and we've got to keep using him.
And seems like it's early to say this, but this is your last home game of the season. Now you finish off with 3 on the road.
Yeah, we go to Thompson next, and obviously they're a traditional athletic program in all their sports. Just got done winning a spring title in baseball and a summer title in Legion ball. So they got kids that know how to compete. It's going to be a tough one for us. But again, in order to improve as a program, you got to play the best too, so you can be the best. And then we go to Oak Grove, and then we finish out with Oaks. So we got 3 really good teams still coming on our schedule, and we just got to continue to get better every day.
All right, Tyler, you said thanks very much for the time tonight here, and we'll see you down the road.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Tyler Ukes, coach of the Northern Cass Jaguar football team, falling 34-19 to Mayport CG. We'll
run down the second half summary of tonight's game, and we'll continue with our post-game show after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Traeger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Joe Lancello back at Northern Cass, where Mayport CG defeated the Northern Cass Jaguars 34-19. We'll pick up the summary in the second half with MPCG leading at the half 14-7. It would be the Patriots scoring on a 4-play, 58-yard drive that took 2:02 off the clock. It was Bryce Mock scoring on a 35-yard run. Walker McGillis with the extra point made it 21-7 with 7:16 to go in the third quarter. Northern Cass would come right back with a 76-yard drive that took 10 plays, 2:32 off the clock. Matthew Hoppy scoring on a 3-yard in favor of Mayport CG. That coming with 4:38 to go in the... No, excuse me, 4:38 was when the touchdown was scored. The drive took 2:32 and was 76 yards and 10 plays. And the score after 28-30. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I can't read my own writing here. After the ensuing kickoff, it was just one play, and it was Bryce Mock, a 49-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good to make it 28-13 with 4:29 to go in the third quarter, and that was the score after 28-13. Then we go into the fourth quarter. Mayport CG would take over on downs at the Northern Cass 20-yard line, and 5 plays later they scored. Matthew Rexine with a 2-yard touchdown run. The extra point try was no good, 34-13 with 5:58 to play. And Northern Cass would finish the scoring. They had a 10-play, 48-yard drive that took 2:32. Quarterback Julian Witchenberg on a 1-yard run. The try for point was no good. 34-19, the final. Mayport CG with the win as they improved to 2-3 on the season. Northern Cass now 0-6. And for Mayport CG, their next game is a week from tonight at home against Oaks. Northern Cass, 3 straight on the road to end the season. They'll be at Thompson next week, and we'll have that on YourLiveEvent.com. And that is going to do it. Let me check if we also have... No, we will not have the Mayport CG football game on YourLiveEvent.com next week. We will have high school volleyball coming up on Monday night with Northern Cass at Hillsboro Central Valley on YourLiveEvent.com Monday night, and also Tuesday night when the Jaguars will host Sargent County. And let's see. And that is going to cover it for us tonight. Thanks very much to all of our sponsors. Thanks very much also for Brendan Michelson for all his help getting us our video problems squared away. We thank him for that. Thanks to our sponsors. We hope you will thank them as well as with your patronage. And thank you for watching. I have a couple of other scores to pass along, or just one more. Two scores. Thompson defeated Bottineau 22-0, and it was Central Cass with a 43-0 victory over Hillsborough Central Valley. And we'll have more scores for you on KRJB 106.5 FM this evening, and also tomorrow morning on our sports report on KRJB 106.5 FM. That will do it for us tonight. I'm Joe Lancello. The final score once again, Mayport CG 34, Northern Cass 19. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Good night, everyone.